Reacher Season 3 revealed several new details about the titular character's military background, and also hinted that one character from his past would return in the future. Adapted from Lee Child's Jack Reacher books, the Amazon Prime Video detective series has had an incredible run since Season 1 and only seems to be growing from strength to strength in acclaim and commercial success with each new installment. With Season 4 and a Neegly spin-off confirmed, Reacher is all set to further expand its lore with story continuations and secondary character developments. Like its predecessors, Reacher Season 3 has a self-contained narrative that ends on a conclusive note. It avoids leaving any loose ends for Season 4 to resolve, but still promises Jack Reacher's return in a fresh storyline. However, as conclusive as Reacher Season May 3rd seem, it subtly introduces a new character from Jack Reacher's past and seemingly sets his return in future installments. While only time will tell which book Reacher Season 4 will adapt, the new character's introduction in Season 3 suggests it should be based on only one Lee Child novel. In Reacher Season 3's flashbacks, which reveal what happened to Dominique Cole, Leon Garber appears as Jack Reacher's senior officer, who often guides and inspires him to make the right decisions. Reacher Season 3 establishes that many of Reacher's credos are based on Garber's teachings. With this, the TV series seems to subtly hint that Jack Reacher and Leon Garber have a solid relationship, but the depth of their bond and the story of how they first met in the military is yet to be explored. Interestingly, Lee Child's Persuader, which Reacher Season 3 adapts, does not include Leon Garber. The senior officer is primarily featured or mentioned in 5 Jack Reacher novels: Die Trying, Tripwire, The Affair, The Enemy, and Night School. Since the show's creators drifted away from the source material's story to add him to the mix in Season 3, it seems likely that they plan to bring him back in a future installment. Book readers would also know that Garber is a crucial figure in Jack Reacher's story, which gives the show another solid reason to bring him back in the future. Although Garber is a part of 5 Jack Reacher books, his involvement is particularly significant in 2, Die Trying and Tripwire. When it comes to the publication order of the original Lee Child novels, Die Trying is the first book that introduces Leon Garber. The book is initially set in 1998, where Garber saves Jack Reacher from getting blamed for a serious offense by vouching for his character. This, in turn, sets the stage for Reacher to eliminate a major militia threat. Die Trying also highlights how Reacher looks up to Garber and sees him as a fatherly figure. Set 1 year after Die Trying's events, Lee Child's Tripwire begins with Jack Reacher learning about Leon Garber's death. This story development not only paves the way for him to get embroiled in another conspiracy, but also leads him to cross paths with Leon Garber's daughter, lawyer Jody Garber Jacob. Since Prime Video's Reacher, so far, has struggled to establish continuity across seasons, it could really benefit from adapting Die Trying and Tripwire in its next 2 seasons. Since Jody Garber also shows up in Lee Child's Running Blind the Visitor in the UK, the Amazon Prime Video detective series could adapt the novel after Tripwire, giving it even more narrative momentum. Both books have standalone narratives, but adopt several connective threads that establish a semblance of flow in the overarching story. This continuity in the overarching story would prompt viewers to engage more deeply with the series. Not to mention, Garber's daughter's introduction would add another intriguing character to the series who could have a recurring role. Since Jody Garber also shows up in Lee Child's Running Blind the Visitor in the UK, the Amazon Prime Video detective series could adapt the novel after Tripwire, giving it even more narrative momentum. Die Trying would not only bring some continuity to the show's overarching story, but would also give Alan Ritchson a solid drive to play the titular character. Alan Ritchson has often called Die Trying his favourite Jack Reacher novel. He even claimed via Game Runt that there were already some behind-the-scenes discussions about the book, and that he would find a way to get it adapted. Reacher Season. Lee Child Book. Reacher Season 1. Killing Floor. Reacher Season 2, Bad Luck and Trouble. Reacher Season 2, Persuader. Lee Child's Die Trying also features one of the most intense and heart-pounding challenges Jack Reacher encounters due to his massive stature, which would perfectly raise the overarching stakes for the character. From a storytelling standpoint, a die-trying adaptation would also be far more meaty than most previous seasons, allowing it to effectively expand the franchise's lore in a new, positive direction. Hopefully, if Reacher Season 4 does not adapt Die Trying, the Amazon Prime Video series will adapt the book in Season 5 and follow it up with Tripwire's story.